Test 1, 2. Test. Perfect. How you doing? I did a good job. I know. Wow. It's impressive that our use is that. That's true. A lot of things are so smart. Filippo, that was really good. That was very well done. Yes.
Mayor will be done about 8 minutes. Be right at that. Thank you.
No, she'll be here in 8 minutes. Eric Vreeland just came down.
We're probably not taking any questions at the beginning.
Someone needs to get Sean a coffee. Someone needs to get Sean a coffee and a power bar.
Were you down there or was someone else in the city?
Someone else down there. I was in.
Texting before.
Yeah, I was in Roane County. She was in Sevier County. See what Amelia just tweeted? Huh? Look at what Amelia just tweeted.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they have.
They have them all. Shall I take down?
For a while, when I was working at the sort of full time, I had them on for Tyler Weston from the paper. And Tyler watching Braves games, like, gave me heart attacks because he would live tweet them.
Incredible.
Basically, that's all I was calling for, yeah. She should be out here in about 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
That was good too. Wow, this is like really good. Well, you know when it was that time.
Right.
Was unplugged on that mic. Unplugged on that mic, so I'm turn this one off and turn that one on. Once we get have a trial. I can, yes, sir. Okay, I'll like holler and you'll be able to see some action. Otherwise, I'll be standing here. 60 when I left this morning, so
Okay. I just.
probably gonna be okay. Like maybe not for night side, but for day.
We'll make sure. Mine goes probably 25 and
I know.
so.
Yeah, it should be okay. I think I have another one in there. I once had this camera, it has a new battery, but for Christmas when we were doing snow live shots, it was at like 3%. It had 2 hits left on Christmas Eve. Forgot. Here we go, Kevin.
Long afternoon for you guys.
It'll be a long time.
Good evening. It's a really hard day in our city. It's hard to see that footage of a 17-year-old boy lose his life, same age as my own daughter, who also goes to school every day. I'm relieved that the public is finally able to see the body cam footage from last week's Austin East High School shooting, as I've been pushing for, along with so many others. Let me be clear, while this is a critical step and essential to accountability and transparency in our city, this is still a devastatingly sad day. I appreciate the DA and her staff working so hard to complete the investigation of this tragic incident. Transparency matters. Accountability matters. The body camera footage, as well as other evidence presented by the DA, offer our community a more complete picture of what unfolded on April 12th. This information, while imperative for transparency, is not easy to watch. On the one hand, an independent investigation has ended and found that KPD officers acted lawfully. On the other, a young person, a 17-year-old boy, Anthony Thompson Jr., is dead. My heart is heavy knowing how quickly an effort to prevent harm can end in tragedy. Watching the video, my heart continues to break for Anthony. His life matters, and he has gone too soon. My heart breaks for his family and those who loved him. No parent should have to bury their child, and my prayers are with them as they continue to mourn. My heart breaks for the young man who witnessed a friend's death and experienced a trauma no young person should have to experience. It breaks for the officers whose lives are also forever changed. Let us remember our shared humanity as we watch these events unfold on video and digest the findings of the investigation. Even as we find ourselves in places of disagreement, let us remember that we stand united in our quest for safety in our communities and for accountability and for the truth. Knoxville, we grieve together in the loss of a young person. We hurt together at the pain in our community and the lives affected by violence. We care together about the future of our city, of our young people, and of families all across Knoxville. I hope that as our community takes the time to process, that we do so valuing peace as a path toward healing. Let us all wrap our arms around the young people in Knoxville, lift up their voices, and work together to keep them safe. Let us seek and acknowledge ways to prevent the loss of life wherever lives are at risk. Let us work to build trust, to forge relationships, and work together to create a more safe and vibrant city. Let us work collectively and peacefully to heal our community from this loss and from this tragedy. I'm not going to be able to address any questions that the DA spoke about the details of the investigation and her report, but I will take a few questions of a more general nature.
Mayor, do you agree with the DA's decision not to charge
From my view of the video, it was a very challenging situation for our officers, and they had to act in a very short time period, 11 seconds, 11 seconds where they saw a gun. They thought one of their fellow officers was shot. They thought the safety of themselves and the others were at risk. So, yeah, I think that those conclusions were fair.
The DA spoke at the beginning of the press conference about the pressure she felt to get this investigation done in truly record time, nine days from the shooting. The investigation concluded. She had some kind of anger at the pressure she said she felt. Do you think you contributed to that, and do you regret that, or do you think that was the right move?
Well, we run for office and we hold positions that face some pressure, and that's just part of the job.
Have you had a chance to speak to the family of Mr. Thompson?
I've reached out to the family to express my deep sympathies for their loss, and I have not spoken to them directly. They didn't wish to meet with me or speak with me, and that's totally fair. I respect their wishes.
You spoke about the community, not just at Austin East, but in Knoxville, Knox County in general. The word that General Allen used was the community is reeling. The city is reeling from the 5 deaths that Austin East has experienced so far this year. How do you feel knowing the kind of totality of the situation, seeing it all unfold, and watching the body cam today?
Well, it's devastating. It's devastating, and I agree that gun violence is a huge problem in our community. There are too many guns, easily accessible by people of all ages. It's a problem, and too many people are using guns to try to solve their problems, and we have to change. We have to change it here locally. We have to change it across the state and across the nation, and the state of Tennessee is going in the wrong direction.
Speaking of new gun legislation passed by
Yeah, but I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into.
You talk about transparency and accountability and push to continual transparency, continual accountability. Do you have any steps that you think the city needs to take, or the police department needs to take, or the county needs to take to do that?
Well, we, as you know, just fully deployed body-worn cameras a couple weeks ago, and unfortunately, had this incident such a short time afterwards. So we will be evaluating how they were used and how we used in the aftermath, and try to learn from that and come up with the most effective ways to ensure transparency and accountability.
With the community asking for justice for Anthony and then the officers not being charged with anything, how do you hope the community takes that in?
Well, that's why I think it's good that the footage is out there so people can review it and look at it for themselves, and also the other evidence that the DA shared. They can consider that as well.
Mayor Kincannon, when were you informed that the footage would be released today? How much notice did you get while you could start to get ready to process this?
It was just less than an hour before.
Walk us through as you're watching it. I mean, I think we've all watched it too. Walk us through what was going through your mind. You mentioned
Talk about the
you
details.
mentioned
Yeah.
your daughter's the same age. Just what was going through your mind as you were watching?
Well, I don't want to go into the details of what happened on the video, but emotionally, just like so many families across the city, I send my daughter off to school every day. You always hope and expect that they'll come back and they'll be safe, and so yes, it's heartbreaking, and no parent should have to lose their child, my heart goes out to the family of Anthony Thompson Jr. and also the other families of children who've lost their lives in other circumstances, all in such a short time, all from the same school. It's heartbreaking. It's not right. We are working at the City of Knoxville to interrupt that violence. The City Council supported that. The community wants it. We're working on it. It's not a problem that started recently. It's a challenge that is very systemic and needs to be treated in a health sense, in emotional sense, in legal sense, and and not just the city alone. We need our faith community to work on this. We need our private sector community to work with it, and our other government partners as well. So we need to work on this collectively because it's a huge, challenging problem, and we can do better. I know we can do better. We shouldn't be losing our young people to gun violence.
Attorney General Allen said that the family, after watching it for 4 hours today, asked her one request, and it was not to release the tapes, but we called on it, you called on it. Would you have understood if Attorney General Allen decided not to release the tapes today at the request of the family?
Yes,
Do you think that she should have?
that's her decision.
Did she ask you whether or not the date you wanted to do it?
No, no, she didn't.
As the students go back to school tomorrow at Austin East High, you know, the video's now out there, they've seen what happened. What's your message to them after they likely will be seeing this video before they go to school?
Well, my message is that we love and support you. We are so sorry for your pain. I'm very grateful for many entities that have offered to even do more counseling for the students and families of Austin East beyond just what the school system has already provided, to take it easy on themselves and you know, try to get through this hard time. Try to get through this hard time. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, sir. Yep, thank you. Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can recap what Kincannon said, that's about what I got.
That was complete. Wow. I can hear you loud and clear. Say that one more time, Kevin. Ooh, wow, I am heartbroken. Okay, that's fine. In the 6:30, do you need me or no? All right, that's fine. Wow.
Sorry for your loss.